Police Minister Bheki Cele is meeting with the community of Kagiso in the west of Johannesburg on his second day of the anti-crime imbizo in the West Rand. This follows the gang rape of 8 women allegedly by illegal miners last week and violent protests in the area. During the meeting, some residents voice out their frustrations and disappointment to SABC for failing to protect them against criminals. Cele says that his department will not allow the country to be turned into a criminal's den. Yesterday, Cele also engaged residents of West Village in Krugersdorp. The police minister has promised to stabilize the West Rand. All right, well, it's day 2 of the crime combating imbizo taking place in Kagiso in Gauteng's West Rand. The imbizo follows the gang rape of 8 women allegedly by illegal miners last week. Following the rape incident in the area, residents shocked by the crime vented their anger in protest. They burned property they believed the illegal miners lived in. Let's listen in on that imbizo.
That will not be maybe of interest because it's the province in Jedin, but retlotswa la pelelena re bereka ka matona ke le kwele re ke tshware mo ke na hore tsa maphodisa di feletse re tla bona ka lerole a re tswela pele. Thank you very much.
Mo premier le ena a re fe dikarabo. Premier?
Dumelang badudi ba Kagiso. Ke rata hore ke thome ka ntwena ya bozamazama. Bozamazama ba re fa probleme province ena ya Gauteng kaofela. Ho tswa ko Springs o kena ko Binoni o feta Jamestown o kena Rodiport le ka mo Dobsonville ka mo o feta mo mogale Kagiso go ya ko Carltonville una le lefase mo ba phelang teng. So problem e na le yona mo Kagiso ke bona mmeno mvula ke ole wa peredi specs mo o ka re iphikile ya mon ntwena ya bozamazama gore mathata le nang lona mo gore batho ba bolawa batho ba re bomme ba reipiwa. Problem e na le yona ko hona le belt e re bitsang gore ke the illegal mining belt. Ba mpulela hape minister are le ko Mpumalanga e tswa ko Mpumalanga ka mo east e tswa ko Mpumalanga e kena le ka mo northwest e kena le ko Freestata. So we have a big national problem that illegal mining. So the second thing ke hore mo Gauteng illegal mining, but we are not getting it right. We can't, and this is what I was saying to the police and the National Commissioner today.
What I get is not tired.
The Zamazamas need extraordinary measures. If we deal with it, I'm telling you, my predecessors, the premiers at if we deal with it the way we are dealing with it, I can tell you, every day, Haribala crime statistics in Gauteng, murder, the number of cases that murder, the contribution ya Zamazama is huge. Firstly, batunyana kabubona. Along this belt, only the informal settlements is what yet more around the batunya, only the gangs sabona batunyana kabubona. Dijaratse fitilemba ne batunyana kabubona fela. Now they've gotten into communities. They are using these guns against communities. Previously, they were using the guns against themselves. So there are different groups. They were driven from the east. Now they are concentrated in the west. That's another group. They drive each. There are three countries in SADC, where the illegal miners are coming from. 3 countries. So the police. This is information that's not a secret. There are those who come from Lesotho. And Lesotho. And there are those who come from Zimbabwe. And there are those who come from Mozambique. There are 3 countries. To say this means Rona as South Africa. We also have to work with those countries. Some of these are people who were soldiers. They are trained. Some of them were in the police forces in their countries. So when you say they are heavily armed, they are an armed force. They are not joking. They are carrying high caliber firearms and rifles. So this is what we have been saying to the police. We can't deal with this issue of illegal mining the same way we have been dealing with it again and again. We can't keep doing this. And they are now gaining more confidence in they are removing people from houses. In advance, all that we know. But after that, they take over these houses with their force of arms. So this is a national security question. So, we need the armed response of our state. We need to organize all the security capacity of our state, our democratic state, to respond in a way we have not done before. We are not just dealing with people who are organized, armed, but also trained. They are trained in. So if we just send the police there in the way we have done before, we will not get anywhere because we have not gotten anywhere before. So I think you are right when you say we need to see the visible force of our state. And here you are not talking about, we need to see the proper visible force of our state. So you have given the Minister of Police a mandate. Udulali Babangba security cluster. And the minister, no, I said, Minister, this is something that I am now convinced that you must bring all the different branches of the state, they must be armed branches of the. So we want to deal with the Zamazamas on the west and on the east of Gauteng. Let me tell you, if we just deal with the more Kagiso, you know what they do? They will shift and relocate from Kagiso by Kuta somewhere. After a while, they'll be back here in Kagiso. So Limkuto Sinte, I am the premier of the whole province. I'm worried about the safety and security of the people of Gauteng from the east to the west, the south to the north, and to the center. And illegal miners, the Zamazamas, are contributors of huge violent crime in our country right now. violent crime. They have moved beyond just the operations.
All right, that is the Premier of Gauteng, David Makhura, addressing the anti-crime imbizo in Krugersdorp, talking about some of the criminal elements that are operating within Krugersdorp, but generally really